Hi there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Time in Dhaka right now is around almost approaching 2:30, and I am going to be reviewing this Armaf fragrance, which I had on mind for a number of years. I was always on the fence, like should I get it or not? But it happens. Like sometimes when I want to review something, I buy fragrances. This is one such example. Previously, or let me tell you the name of the fragrance, The Warrior by Armaf. This is a fragrance which was released long time back. I tried this like in many shops, but I never ended up buying it. But to create a content, I'll tell you why I did that. And I did previously this one, the flanker of this line called Extreme Warrior, which I'm going to keep it here just as a reference point. And I believe there's one more dark bottle. I forgot the name of that. So before I hit the review, hopefully you're doing good and you're in good health. I'm still recovering, still taking my medication, all that. But once you stop the medication, the situation goes really horrible. So I'm still taking my time to recover. So thank you so much for all your prayers and good wishes. So the reason, before I start, okay, the reason is this man, okay. You see my phone, there is a channel called Cologne Addict, okay, and this guy's name I believe was Jose, okay, I think that's his name. This dude used to review like even before I started, like long time back, and he used to have a lot of these fragrances like Armaf's, some of the ones that I bought by his influence. So those old OG collectors who remember him. So I did a few of the Armaf ones that are discontinued now. So yeah, that was his channel. I was always interested. And second reason is this is known to be a clone of Bond Number 9, I Love New York, for him. So let me tell you clearly, I never smelled that fragrance. I never owned it. So I'm just going to be reviewing this. Okay. So I'll let you know if this is worth it, how does it smell, longevity and all that. Last but not least, there was a time, this is like nostalgic moment. I promise I'll start the review. When I started my journey, these were fragrances which you may think, oh, it's a cheap brand, it's like a cheap synthetic fragrance. What's so special about them? They're much more expensive, niche, and all that. Yeah, I know they're there, but sometimes sentimental value. When I started my journey, I was very excited. I used to go to shopping mall at that time. I did not have any business or anything. I used to save up money to buy, fragrances. So anytime I saw something new from Armaf, okay, I would just go, wow, So these are the times. This is why I want to do the review, and there are not many reviews on this. Okay, so let's start. Okay, long intro. So here is the three-part packaging. Okay, you're gonna find a box. There's a pouch, like a fake leather pouch, and the bottle. Same with the other one. I haven't seen the black bottle yet. Maybe the third flanker, perhaps. I haven't seen it anywhere, and I don't know if this is still in production. But these are affordable. Okay, these are something $20-something. You can buy these. So the name, the Warrior, and there's this like a shield, and there's maybe like an arrow or something. So it's representing a warrior. Okay, so and the concentration is, I think, EDT concentration. Yes. Black box. I have done so many Armaf on my time. This really excites me still. Okay, Starling Perfumes, this is who are distributing this. Side has some design up there written Armaf, and let's see the production date. The production batches are from 2022, made in France. Okay, previously they used to make them in Dubai, so I think they're still in production. So that's the first thing, box. And this is a 100 ml bottle. The second thing is I really like this one gives you sort of like this nice little pouch, and you can say it's a fake leather, there's stitching and all that, but I like it. There's some extra, always nice stuff, nice touch. Okay, as a S, I don't know what the S stands for. I don't know, maybe they're making it. So the name and all that, it is where the bottle stays. I like this touch. It's a bit cheap looking, cheap feeling, but it looks like a wallet or something, like a data bank cover or casing. The last thing is the bottle. This bottle is relatively simple. Okay, these are one of the not inspirational or how to say, these bottles do not really evoke some sense of luxury. These are very simple looking bottles. I do not find them to be very pretty. Okay, they are very ordinary. There are certain bottles they made which I was not fan of. Armaf Hunter, horrible bottle. So this is not as horrible. It's like a standard bottle. You can see through the glass. You can see the juice inside, the name of the perfume. The arrow is there. The cap has this plasticky cap, gives a suede effect. And there is some sort of a stitching pattern going on. It's okay. It's okay. It's nothing to be mad about or anything. And then base, you get your sticker. The cap, I think it has, yeah, it clicks onto place. You can pick it up. I usually get nervous when I hold the cap like that because sometimes they can drop. Sprayer works fine. Good. 7 out of 10. Okay, so let's spray some on my hand. I hope I don't spray on my watch. That's my favorite watch, by the way. Let's just go double shot. And at this point, I'll tell you, when you spray perfumes, oh sorry, one other thing, I love showing this. The new Armaf style sprayers, they will have Armaf detailing on the sprayer. So let the lid go back and then let the bottle sit back. So when I said bond number 9, I love New York for him. There are a lot of these in the line, and many people said that. I read the review. They said bond number 9, that fragrance was nothing special. You can get so much more perfume for that, same scent profile, but much cheaper. So bond number 9, I had few fragrances. I reviewed quite a few, but I never was interested paying so much. I don't know why, because some of the fragrances did not evoke very high class or unique perfume. Some of them were feeling like they're designer fragrance for niche pricing. Okay, so I guess if this is close to that, good, but for cheaper price tag, definitely I think it's a good thing. Second thing is, when you hear something is a clone of something expensive brand, psychologically you feel, oh, I'm gonna get a dupe, right? So that's the reason why I got it. So the Extreme Warrior has nothing to do with this one. I'll tell you one thing. Extreme Warrior fragrance, it is a little bit different kind of bottle, by the way. Okay, this was sweet, kind of like 1 million-ish, cinnamon, apple, very sweet, kind of like a fragrance, good for maybe cold weathers. It's like an apple-based fragrance. It's a nice little perfume. I liked it a lot, but it has nothing to do with this. So first of all, some people claim this as a clone of Bleu De Chanel. And when you say Bleu De Chanel, I have a lot of reviews on Bleu De Chanel clones. This one, in the opening, the citrus are beautiful, beautiful. I love the opening of this. Some people find it synthetic. I like it. It's a synthetic opening, true, but it's a blue, citrusy, lemony kind of opening. And the fragrance has quite a few notes from Fragrantica. I read citruses, pink pepper, vetiver, grapefruit, labdanum, cedar, ginger, olibanum, and sandalwood. But looking at the notes breakdown, even you will know there's not much of darkness going on here. There's mild spices, that's ginger, especially, it's very prominent in this. Citrus, ginger, the sandalwood is a little bit there, but perhaps they're supposed to give this suede effect, which is, you can see in the pouch, but not much. What you really get, it's opening like Bleu De Chanel, the citruses, lemony, fresh, it has a kick of pink pepper. Very lovely, very lovely. If you let it settle on your skin, never smell when you spray initially, because that initial effect of alcohol may go into your system, can be disturbing. I think this is a synthetic opening, but good synthetic citrus. Okay, they are better in Armaf, but for this price range, it used to be like, I think, 16, 17, $18 back in the days when I was seeing them in the shopping malls, like $18, right? Nowadays it's more like under 30, 25 bucks. Even for that price, it's a cheap fragrance, because nowadays Armaf CD names are like costing 30, 40, 50, up to $85 for 200 ml. So Armaf used to be a cheap brand, okay, like for price bracket. Nowadays, not so much. Even the tag him now, I paid about $30, $27. So these are fragrances back in the days, were everywhere. Like all the shopping malls would have that. And it does have a generic citrus smell, which goes to a little bit like Invictus style on the dry down. And I do not get those much citruses afterwards. The ginger remains and some of the pepper remains, but mostly I get that woody and grapefruit. That's what I get on the dry down, and grapefruit is not so juicy. Mostly you get that woody cedar. So it's a starting with spicy citrus, and then dry down goes a little bit like woody, and then the base, I think, would be a little bit of a I think, whatever, like, not so much. You see the notes breakdown. Sometimes fragrances do not have that exact notes they show. So basically the last stage is very uninspiring. Okay, so the most enjoyable is the opening. I really like the citruses, and I think the dry down was also like a little bit spicy woody, which makes it masculine, but it's nothing unique. You smell this DNA in many fragrances, like a shopping mall kind of fragrance. So not bad, but not exceptional. Okay, it's like middle of the road. Longevity from this was not very beast mode. Like I have some other fragrances which last longer. I'll show you. I hope I don't drop the bottle. Armaf Aura, for example, this is a great clone of Invictus. This one lasts a fair bit, and I have CD Neem and a few other ones. They last longer than this. This one gave me like standard 4 to 5 hours. On the 5th hour is very, very weak already. So you need to respray in the middle of the day if you're going to cover your day's work. I would suggest this a great wear for gym, because in gym you don't spend more than 2 hours to 3, I think, unless you're really gym freak and you spend like 5-6 hours, which I never seen anybody do. If you're smart, you invest your time and divide your time wisely so you get the best outcome from your workout. So this is going to be good gym fragrance, great casual fragrance. Let's say you were working shift, like night shift or something, 6 hours, and you take this cologne with you at workplace. Okay, I have few friends who do that, part-time jobs at shopping malls here and there. So this is a good fragrance to take. And daily driver. Okay, this kind of fragrances does do that casual everyday wear 7-Eleven. You know what I mean. If you're gonna go for just for a drive and a burger, you can go, but if you want to impress somebody, perhaps this will not impress that many people. It doesn't have that much of a regal or something like the DNA of Aventus that wow people. Okay, this one will not have the effect. So compliment factors perhaps will not be there, but nobody was going to complain. How many sprays? This fragrance I would go standard 5 to 6. Okay, you're gonna get that 5 hours mark. If you're living in a good country, no pollution, perhaps you'll get more. I don't think it's gonna beat that 4 to 5 hours mark. Seasons to wear it, I think it will do great in summers, no problem. Yeah, I'm getting that cheap one Bleu De Chanel vibe. Even like the 10th hour, I'm getting, no, sorry, 10th minute, I'm getting a little bit of the Bleu De Chanel, little bit of that, not entirely, So it does have the Bleu De Chanel vibe, but it's not a Bleu De Chanel clone entirely. So the dry down is nice, but the base, I do not like it. So overall, I think it's a good fragrance for the price. Nothing inspiring, nothing wow, nothing hidden gem, that sort of thing. But if it clones the Bond number 9, I think it's a good thing. If this smells, do let others know in the comment section. If you smell Bond number 9, I love New York for him. Do let others know how that smells. And if you smelled it, if you can compare, I think it's a good fragrance. Especially the first 2 hours, I really enjoy that. Okay, but you don't have to get it. It's not a must-have. It's one of those, above average releases from Armaf, and the name is kind of like cool, but this one doesn't smell like the warrior. I wouldn't be putting this if I'm going to war, right? So overall, longevity and projection, I'll give it like 7 out of 10. Versatility, you can wear this in colder months, but I don't think it will do that much of push. So let's say 6.5 out of 10. Or wearability, where you can wear this. You can wear this for work, but you're not gonna get like the reactions that you get from Versace Pour Homme, Prada Amber Pour Homme, or something like, I don't know, Dior Homme Intense or something. Those are much higher class. This is good casual wear, the same league as CK1, CK1 Summers, Azaros Chrome, and not in the same league as Bleu De Chanel, but synthetic freshes like that cost about 30-35 bucks, that sort of range. So it's a good fragrance to buy if you just want to not spend so much money. You just want to throw it casually, like going to garage, just spray every now and then, once in a while. This is the kind of fragrance you can take. It's a good fragrance, but nothing crazy going on here. Overall, my rating for this is going to be 7 out of 10. Check it out. And if you can find this fragrance, Extreme Warrior, this is so much better, so much sweeter, and I like that fragrance. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. I have one more review, which I think everybody's going to watch. Okay, take care. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.